rivals collide in the AFC West. It's the Las Vegas Raiders and the LA Chargers. Is set to kick things off. Off we go from SoFi Stadium. And this will wind up working out well. He's going to take it up to the 40-yard line. Good return. So the Raiders come out, and Greg, they make a change at quarterback in the offseason. It is now year 13 for Geno Smith, but year 1 in silver and black.
And it didn't take long. Very quickly after Pete Carroll was named the head coach of the Las Vegas Raiders, he made it a point. He wants Geno Smith to be his quarterback. They have such a great relationship from their time in Seattle. Geno played the best ball of his career for Pete Carroll, and it's no wonder why he's here now under center, and they need him to be the leader of this franchise as they continue to try to build a contending team in Las Vegas. Well, give him some credit. Initially, that looked like it was going to be a sack. He's able to escape the pressure and get away, picks up a little bit of yardage, but at least he avoids taking that shot.
From the 43, here's 2nd down and 7. They'll go play action. It's Smith. Lock it downfield, he's got it. And he's taken down inside the opponent's 35. A pickup there of 25 yards. Good for a Raider first down.
This is a really nice job of just finding a hole in coverage, Mike. And I used to say, hey, when you're open, stay open. That's the art of route running versus zone coverage. And it's a friendly target for the quarterback in space, and they're able to convert.
Now the runner-up in last year's Heisman race, Ashton Genty. He'll take this down inside the 30. Tuli below 2. There for the tackle.
It's a pickup of 3. Brings up 2nd and 7 at the Chargers' 29-yard line.
2nd and 7. From the gun, it's Geno. He'll hit Tucker on the slant. Was brought down. That pass is going to pick up 4 and bring up 3rd down.
A bit of a quick hitter here, and what you're hoping for, Mike, is that the defense can't react quickly enough because the ball's coming out so hot. But they knew it was coming, and they end up holding them to just a short gain.
He'll try to pick it up with Genty. He's looking for room on the edge, but could not find any. They track him down behind the line, and it's 4th down.
So it's a pretty manageable 3rd down, so they really have the option to run or pass, so they decide to keep the ball on the ground, which I don't mind as long as you've made the decision already that you're willing to use 4th down to pick up the rest of the yards. If not, I think that's a big mistake.
Carlson's kick is good, and the Raiders will take a 3-0 lead.
And that's a good drive right out of the gate. You're able to make some plays, move the ball down the field. I know they didn't get a touchdown, but that is a good, positive result.
Points on that opening drive. We'll see the response as the kick's away. Here's Darius Davis to return. And he'll work this one past the 25 to right about the 28-yard line. So here come the Chargers, and it's year 6 and year 2 for Justin Herbert, Greg. It's year 2 with Jim Harbaugh, but the 6th season for the 6th overall pick in the 2020 draft.
His skill set can be determined by the letter A. Arm talent, accurate, athletic. And he's got a kind of aura about him. There's something special that they know when he's under center, we have a shot. First-round pick. He's got everything you want for the quarterback position. He needs to take that next step from being a legitimate bona fide franchise quarterback to a superstar in the NFL.
19 yards right away to kick off this drive.
And that was just a simple read that time. He knew his guy was going to come open in the middle of the field based on the look they gave. All he had to do was let the play develop and then deliver a strike to pick up the first down.
On play action, it's Herbert. They go right back to Allen. He's got it again. He's going to be out of bounds inside the 40-yard line. 15 more on that connection. They're making it look easy. It's another first down. Out of the gun, here's Herbert. That's complete. It's Lad McConkey. And they bring him down inside the 25-yard line. Number 15 gets 15 yards out of that one. And he's got his team a first down.
And that's a nice grab for his first catch of the game, Mike. And he's someone that the play caller has told us. Get him early touches. Get him a feel for the game. A nice job there making that happen.
On the ground, it's Kamani by Dell. And a nice run. Get him about 9. It'll bring up second down.
10 more yards.
Mike, the old adage, you run to set up the pass. This modern offense nowadays, we're starting to see that flipped upside down on its head. Typically, the success of the passing game is what allows teams to have success like this in the run game.
Tight end, the motion man to the right. On play action now, Herbert. On the side, he's got the tight end.
He's put the game on fire here, Mike, early. He's yet to throw an incompletion on this opening drive, and as he now approaches the opponent's side of the field, and they're making points on that other sideline, his defensive play caller has been looking at that ball and saying, what can I do to slow this guy down? Because with the way this game has started, he could be in for a big day.
It's the Chargers with football to begin the second quarter. This opening drive has been a work of art. Now, can they put the finishing touches on? It's first and goal. Here's a run. What a move! Kamani Vidal. Touchdown Chargers. They moved it effectively down the field and finish it off on the ground for the touchdown.
So often, Mike, we see teams work on a great drive to get down here close, only to settle for a field goal. But in this case, give them a lot of credit. They put a great drive together, but they're able to capitalize and finish off on 6.
The kicker for the extra point. He's got it. The Chargers move out to a 7-3 lead.
Chargers 7, Raiders 3.
Touchdown, here's Ticker out to send this one away. On the return is Dylan Malvey. He's across the 20. The drive. Hey, this upcoming week sports. It's the kickoff to John Madden Thanksgiving celebration week. Big John is such a we look forward to a big slate of games coming up on Thanksgiving. Packers and Lions start things out, followed by the Chiefs and Cowboys. What a scene that will be. And finally, the Bengals and the Ravens on Thursday night. Here's a design run.
They went to the design quarterback run, and there just wasn't a lot of space for the quarterback to operate. You could see him kind of waiting for some of the blocks to develop. Never transpired. Didn't get a whole lot going. Short game.
From the 23, here's 2nd and 8. From the shotgun, Smith. That's complete to lock it outright. And they'll work this close to a first down, maybe just a tad short.
All right, so anytime you're facing the blitz, the best thing you can do as an offense is just get the ball out of your hand. Get into the hands of receiver, run after catch. In this case, nice job by the defense, rallying to the ball. Modest gain.
They'll run the sneak, and he is going to have the Raiders first down. At least at first glance, they'll spot the football just beyond the marker, and they convert on 3rd and inches.
I don't want to take anything away from the quarterback here, Mike. He did a nice job picking up that first down, but this play is won or lost by the big guys up front. They're the ones who need to get off the snap on time, get leverage on the defender, and create the space needed for the quarterback to pick up the first down.
And he's close to another first down. This is brought down just shy of the mark.
This is a great example of why teams want to stay out of what they call passing downs, where a defense doesn't have to honor the run. In this case, they do, and man, the play-action pass just works off of that and can really lead to some chunk plays.
On the handoff, this is Genty. And he will have the first down. Not a huge run, but enough to move the chain.
It's possible they could have tried to be a little bit more aggressive on 2nd down, knowing they had 3rd and inches in their back pocket. But I don't think anyone's going to complain. Pick up the first down, extend the drive, see if you can go score.
On 1st and 10, here's Smith. The movers went down inside the 40-yard line. Second time they picked it up. This one goes for 17 yards.
I can't tell you how many cornerbacks I caught throughout my career. There's really an art to it. At the top of the break, you have to give the quarterback what they call an indicator step. That's your cut where you set your angle, and then once that ball's out, go chase it down, and in this case, he's able to pick up the first down.
From the 39, here's a 1st and 10. Gino to throw. Up the screen.
Of his films, he knew exactly where that was going before the play was acted. It separates a lot of guys in this league. It's the negative play. Completion's going to go a long way towards at least finishing this 2-minute drive, Mike, with some points. You're already in field goal range, so now the idea is continue to work the clock down, take a couple shots at the end zone. You want to get points, ideally a touchdown, but either way, you have the ball last before the end of the second quarter.
We'll try again here, 2nd and 10. Working out of the gun, Smith. That is brought in at the 10. And they continue to churn out first down. What a drive. It continues now with 1st and goal.
Man, they're just running this 2-minute drill to complete perfection. It is such a point of emphasis of every offense, Mike. These end-of-half scenarios to come away stealing points make a big impact on the outcome of the game. And You're knocking on the door here, 1st and goal. At the very least, got to come away with some points.
Here's Genty. Nothing there. He is fortunate just to get back to the line. Now it's 2nd and goal.
No gain on
Now timeout Vegas. That is their 2nd. They stop it here with just under 40 seconds until halftime. Here now, 2nd down and goal. From the shotgun, it's Smith. Taking off.
Great job in coverage here. Nowhere for the quarterback to go with the ball. He decides to tuck it and turn into a runner. They get to him quickly. Picks up a couple yards, but not enough now. Brings up 3rd down.
Last drive yielded 3. They'd like more. See what happens on 3rd and goal. And that is incomplete. Trying to get it to his tight end, Brock Bowers. Now it's 4th and goal.
You can just see the reaction on the sideline. This defense thought they had themselves a critical stop. The mantra down here for all defensive coordinators, Mike, is takeaways, field goals. That's what you're trying to do, and man, they were this close to coming away with a huge takeaway. Outside of coming away with a touchdown, I'm not sure they could have done any better to close out that half. I mean, they burned all the clock, they don't let the opponent possess the ball, and they come away with points.
Just 8 seconds now until halftime, and the kick's away. And no chance to return this one through the end zone for a touchback.
At their own 35-yard line.
Yeah, really with the, I should probably sign a hit, boy, because I got all the hits, boy. All that Drake, you got to chill. I be on my little mouse
From the
drill.
35, it's 1st and 10. They do try to run it out as they start on the ground. Not much there, maybe a yard. So it is a 1-point game here at the half as we check in with Scott Hansen for our halftime report. Scott.
All right, Mike, thanks very much. Scott Hansen, good to be with you from the Orlando EA Sports Studios with an abridged halftime report. This one shaping up to be a tight one, as evidenced by the scoreboard. Both these teams playing it close to the vest in the first half. What will happen in the second half? Let's find out as we send it back to the stadium and our commentary team, Mike Tirico and Greg Olson.
Okay, Scott, thanks a bunch. We'll see which team's adjustments will pay dividends here. Likely going to play a big role in who wins this one. Third quarter set to commence. And we're back underway here on EA Sports. On the return, here comes Davis. And he'll be brought down just beyond the 25-yard line. The Chargers offense going to have the first crack at it as we begin this third quarter. Their lead is just a point as they begin it on this drive with 1st and 10. Now a play fake. Herbert. He'll get this one out to his fullback. They'll get it up 4 here as he is taken down.
Well, not exactly a highlight reel type play, but in some cases, just checking the ball down to your fullback, picking up some positive yards is the only play that's to be made.
Ball on the 30 now. Here's 2nd down and 6. Disley is the man in motion. Play action now. It's Herbert. That is into the hands of Allen downfield. They'll get 19 out of that play, and the Chargers have the 1st down.
1st and 10 at the 49-yard line.
You see, these are the types of routes, Mike, that you can tell guys spend a lot of time working together during the week. This is timing, this is landmark, this is ball placement. It all has to work together, and in this case, doesn't get much better than this.
And some good running there. He'll fall forward for about 7.
Real quick.
A 7-yard
Maybe on that rap to
pickup
pay the
brings up
bills.
2nd and
Now
3
fit it. Not
at
even
the
a little bit.
43-yard line.
Hold on. Know yourself. Know your worth.
2nd down and 3. Tight end motioning left. They'll give this to Vidal. And they bring him down, but not until they get inside the 30-yard line. 14 on the pickup. It's good for a Charger 1st down.
This is where you have to be careful, Mike. You find yourself winning in the 2nd half. Human instinct says, all right, let's just sit on the ball and protect the lead and let the clock run out. You can't do that. Stay aggressive. Do what got you here. Continue to mix the run with the pass. Keep your foot on the gas and try to extend this lead. You know, Mike, it's funny when you're facing these really elite defensive linemen, sometimes it's easier to make them the read guy rather than actually try to block them. Unfortunately, they're elite for a reason, and sometimes they're still able to make the play like we saw here.
From the gun, it's Herbert. He'll get this to Disley on the way. And this takes him into the red zone. He's brought down inside the 20-yard line. Give him 14 on that one. 1st down, LA.
10 at the 17-yard line.
Just seems like every year, Mike, the tight end position just continues to grow within the passing game and establishes a bigger and bigger role. And listen, I know I'm biased, but if you want to have a good passing game, you better have a good tight end.
Here comes Vidal. And that one shut down pretty quickly. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage. Nothing more.
He was brought down by
There's very few defenses in today's NFL, Mike, that you can play the cornerback position and be unwilling to tackle. Those days are kind of over, so give credit to this guy. I mean, he identified run, he understood his leverage and gap fit, and he's able to bring him down for no gain.
On 2nd down, here's Herbert. Throwing right. That's Johnston.
Defense does a nice job here initially using zone coverage to take away the middle of the field. That's the most valuable real estate in football. Quarterback gets off his first read, sees some openings to the sideline, and him and his receiver are able to connect.
Throwing is Herbert on 3rd down. That one complete to Johnston. And he will not quite get to the marker. Good job there defensively. And now, decision time. What are you going to do on 4th down?
It seems like he just cut that route a little too short. He's got to get more depth on the initial stem. And that way he makes sure when he catches the ball, it's beyond the sticks.
Kicker is good. Extend their lead to 10-6.
It's always a little bit of a letdown. You find yourself deep in the red zone and you have to settle for a short field goal like that. In this case, he's able to put it through, and they get 3.
Send this one away. To return, it is Zamir White. And he'll be brought down past the 25. Decent field position to start this drive. The Raiders offense ready for their first possession of the 2nd half. Trail by 4. Gives them the lead. Drive begins Look to hit him with the jet sweep here to begin this drive. And that one shut down almost immediately. Good pressure from the backside. Left him nowhere to go. And no gain.
So, Mike, this is a great example and a great moment to bring up why it's so important for these offenses to make everything look the same. Formationally, pre-snap movement, because the second that motion looks like a jet motion and he's going to get the ball as opposed to a traditional motion, these defenses are so in tune with all those little differences. They know it's coming and it's not going to be a lot of game.
Ball on the 28-yard line. Here's 2nd and 9. They try the zone read. It's Smith on the keeper. Probably should have given that one up.
Nice job by the defense. They had that one well read from the beginning. Someone's responsible for the running back, but the key here is the defender responsible for the quarterback. Stays with him, keeps them to a short game.
Smith from the gun on 3rd down. This one down the field, but Smith winds up incomplete. The intended receiver. And now it's 4th down.
It's just so hard to get good offense in the NFL. You are not good on 3rd down. Your ability to extend the drive puts a lot of pressure on your coaches to be aggressive on 4th down, or simply punt or take a field goal. You have to maintain possession and give you more cracks to score touchdowns.
So now here comes the Chargers as they get set. Williams sits at 4. And on to that. Begins with 1st and 7.
Not real fancy, but at this point, they are in a battle with the clock. How much time can they run off and try to protect the speed? Now it brings up a pretty interesting 3rd down. And they keep the ball and finish the offense, or are they going to have to punt it away and have the defense finish the game? And at this stage of the game, every 1st down gets them 1 step closer to being able to finish one out. This defense has to find a way to get off the field. They have to get the ball back to their offense to give them a chance.
On the ground, as he's taken down. That would be a stoppage. We have an injured Charger. And as the medical staff looks him over, we'll step aside. From the 44 now. Here's 2nd and 4. Allen in motion. That is caught out wide on the RPO. And it's going to be a first down. A pickup of 9. Now the Raiders going to use the first of their timeouts. They'll be disappointed there after... On the ground, they'll go with Vidal. Room to run at the 35. And he is out of bounds down at the 21. It's a gain there of 26 yards.
And this is the point of the game, Mike, where you really can start leaning on your run game and trying to close this game out. You've got the lead, you're in the fourth quarter, and they're able to pop off a big run.
Motion man is Johnston. Herbert now on first down. And he let him a bit too much. The pass is incomplete.
Up until that incompletion, they've done a really nice job on this drive, Mike, picking up fresh sets of downs. And typically, throwing the ball on first down is a great way to do it. But now they find themselves in 2nd and 10. Do you keep it in the air and try to get the first down here? Or is the idea to just make third down manageable and take your chances picking up a key third down?
Oh, and this one's going to wind up incomplete. That's one you'd think he'd be able to corral. He can't find the handle, and it's going to lead to a third down. He was looking for Keenan Allen on that one, and it's going to be third down. Shotgun now for Herbert. Inside the 10, it is caught. And he will easily pick up the first down. They've got first and goal coming up.
Chargers, first down. First and goal at the 8-yard line.
6 on first down. Here's second down and 3. Man in motion here is Tucker. They'll drop to throw. Over the middle. That's the tight end, Bowers. They'll mark him down up at the 44-yard line.
A gain of 13 yards.
Pick up there of 13. Good for a Raider first down. From the shotgun, Smith. That one's down the field, but it is incomplete.
This is one of those situations that plays directly into the hands of the defense because think, like, they know this offense has to be one-dimensional. This has to be a pass. So what do? They bring in extra defensive backs. They clog up the back end. And at the end of the day, there's just nowhere for the offense to go with the ball.
On second down, it's Gino. In the middle, he's got Tucker. And they're going to work this down inside the 45.
A gain of 14.
14 yards on that pass play there. First down, Vegas. From the pistol, Smith. Now he'll run.
Initially, they do a really nice job taking away his first and second read, but what they failed to do is account for him as a runner. He ends up making something positive out of a play that initially didn't look like it had much of a chance.
Here comes second down. Smith. And this takes him into the red zone. He's brought down inside the 20-yard line. That's his second catch on the drive. This one is good for 20 yards.
You know, Mike, these crossing routes, you just see them being used more. and more often. And really, it's because it's good against any defense. What it does is it creates separation. It allows some of your best players to catch the ball on the move, and that short throw oftentimes turns into a long run. So this is where it's so challenging as an offense. You find yourself trailing late in the game. The defense can play you one-dimensional. They know what they pass first situation, so extra defensive backs, zones in the coverage are a little bit out here, and he's had a hard time finding any open windows downfield.
Second down, Smith. Complete, so no help there, and we're likely down to a final snap.
Yeah, that one just didn't feel right from the jump. I think he sensed that he was either going to take a step or get baited into making a bad throw. So ultimately a good decision, just throw the ball away.
Here we go. One. For the Chargers. And it was their defense that led the way. They pitched a shutout in the second half, no points allowed, and they cruised to victory. So that'll just about do it for Greg and our entire team. I'm Mike Tirico. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. For more, log on to easports.com. The Chargers are winners here as we say so long from SoFi.